Sounds like fun. Good night. We did not go on another date.
Wait.
No way. Ain't no way.
Wow. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rabbit Hole Roundtable Talks, where we talk about whatever we feel like, and you better stay here and listen. A matter of fact, call your grandmother over.
Ooh, that's staying in. We've been recording the whole time, by the way.
Granny, welcome to the podcast.
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
set our way. All right, so we're gonna start today.
Why my boy is so aggressive tonight? It's the headband.
It's the headband. This is Black Air Force Ones of headbands.
Oh damn, that's crazy. All right, let me. All right, so I guess I'll go first. I have something a little thread here. You know, we're both very competitive, and I feel like I've been here before for different reasons. But I'll read the thread.
All right.
Am I the asshole for not providing a definition of a word played in Scrabble until clarifying whether the person was challenging the word or not? My wife and I were playing Scrabble last night. I can't remember the last time I've beaten her at the game. We've been married 9 years, and it's probably been at least 3 to 4 years. Probably more like 5 or 6 since I've beaten her at the game. We hadn't played in a while, so clarify the challenge rules near the beginning. I was wondering, if when the challenger is wrong, do they lose their next turn? We clarified that a wrong challenge does result in a lost turn. We're nearing the end of
Mm.
the game, and I actually have a little bit of a lead for a change. I put down the word Mew, MU. She asked, "What is that?" I was thinking she was trying to gauge my response to see whether she should challenge it or not. I ask, "Are you challenging it?" She responds, "Well, what is it?" Me, "I'll tell you after you let me know if you want to challenge it or not." Her, "It's common courtesy to provide the definition of a word you play if someone asks." Me, "I'm happy to tell you after you tell me if you're challenging it or not." She gets upset, saying, "I hate the way you play games sometimes." She just started looking up the definition on her phone. I clarify again. "So does this mean you're challenging it?" Her, "No, I'm not challenging it. I want to know what it is." Me, "Okay, well, it's a Greek letter." I ended up winning the game. She said I was being nasty. I was perfectly calm and just stating that it isn't a part of the rules to have to provide a definition to the word. And by providing a definition before to clear up a challenge, it can tip the person off as to whether it is a real word or not. She got mad and stormed upstairs to go to bed. Conversation continued today. I explained how I was taken aback by her reaction. She says it is common courtesy to provide a definition when asked. She said the conversation triggered her and that if I continue playing that way, she will no longer play Scrabble with me. She stormed off again when I asked for a clarification about how I was being rude during the game. I explained how, from my perspective, I was completely calm and civil, but she just didn't like that I didn't help tip her off as to whether she should challenge the word or not. Providing a definition is nowhere in the rules, but she said it is common courtesy to provide. I disagree because I think there is an unfair advantage in deciding to challenge or not. Am I in the wrong here?
No.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something.
Yo.
I hate when people they get upset because they think something is like common courtesy or they think something is, should be a certain way.
Yeah.
But you're not doing anything wrong, and you explain to them like, "Hey, I just don't think it's a common courtesy," and he explained why. He was like, "I think it's gonna give an unfair advantage," all that stuff. I don't
Yeah.
think he was playing nasty. I mean, it wasn't like he was like rubbing it in her face and like you
Yeah.
know going crazy, like trying to win. I'm not saying he just was like playing normal, and then she asked for definition. He was just like, in his case, he was just trying to clarify whether she wanted to challenge him or she just wanted to know what the word was.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a simple clarification. If she was like, no, I don't want to challenge you, I just want to know what the word means, that would have been an easy answer. I don't really understand why she got so upset, honestly.
Yeah. Because I feel like it's a good question to ask because, like, are you challenging that the word is a word or you want to know what it is? And she wasn't saying either or. He was
Yeah, and
he was just trying to follow the rules that they stated in the beginning. And he just didn't want to like. I guess, make himself lose, which is fair to him. Like, why would you make yourself lose? Just want to
Right.
clarify based on the rules that they stated in the beginning. If you don't think it's a word, then you have to challenge it. But I kinda could see her point because Scrabble to be wild sometimes, but at the same time, you have rules in the beginning, and he didn't even say like no. He was like he just want to make sure what exactly she was trying to do.
Also, too, I tired of people saying the word triggered for
Yeah,
when people do something that they don't like. Just because somebody do something that you don't like does not mean you're triggered.
yeah.
Like triggered is such a more like intense reaction to something.
Mhm.
That's like, for instance, when I watched The Perks of Being a Wallflower,
Mhm.
and there was a couple of scenes in there that really actually triggered me where I was like friggin' like panic attack. I had a panic attack,
Wow.
like here, like it was like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
pre actual triggered reaction to it.
yeah.
So we hearing somebody talk about being triggered and it's just like, oh, I didn't like what you said. Okay, like that's not triggering. That's just you being upset because you didn't get your way.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sense.
It's in the long list of words that have been overused over the past few years. Triggered.
Yeah.
I mean, using it ironically as a joke, I feel like that's okay because
Yeah,
it's
I mean, most things,
yeah,
well, I don't want to, I have a very like
yeah,
weird thing towards jokes, but
yeah.
yeah, I could see it
I
as
mean,
a joke.
if somebody say like they gonna get the belt, and you're like, oh, you triggered me because you brought up like my past growing up with my mom with her belt. It's like it's just poking fun, But like when you use it like this to like defend yourself from something that has no issue triggering you, like what happened? You lose at games before in your life, and that's why you're so competitive. Like what's triggering you here?
Yeah, and I think by triggered, she just really means it pissed me off. Like,
Yeah,
just say it pissed you off. Like, you just got pissed off because you felt like he was being overly competitive when in reality he really wasn't.
I mean he should be. If you're losing for 5 to 6 years at one game, you have to get that win at any way necessary.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
So
gotta hack that up your sleeves.
So my first argument as husband and wife was actually over Uno, and this is like night one of being married. So Uno is a game where you open the game and you just throw the rules away and like make your own stuff up. I don't feel like anybody actually reads the rules. I mean, I do, but no one actually
I
goes by those rules.
I do.
But we don't play by them, especially where we
Well,
from.
a lot of people I don't. I just do whatever they want to do because I don't really care.
Exactly. But she wanted to like I guess play like 3 cards at a time or like 4 cards at a time. I'm like, whoa, 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 like, and just be done. But like the other rules that I know is like you're still in the game. If you play a draw two and I have a draw two, you're still in the game, buddy. But she just wanted to like drop all cards and leave. You're like, no, you can't do that. Like it just went back and forth, and just like it was just crazy. And I was like night one. I'm like, whew, I don't know.
She probably triggered you.
Oh my gosh, nah, I was good. She wasn't.
That was a joke. That was a callback.
Oh my gosh. But since then we're the game night, champions, the family everyone want to play with, Even though I've been banned from many games, I'm just a game master. I have to read the rules and keep everybody in check. That's my job now. I can't actually play.
Dang. So if you basically use a dungeon master if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, because people like, nah, he always make an OP character. I don't have.
Yeah, basically, like I can't play. But they let me play sometimes. And they're like, damn, stop. But, just how I
They
am.
don't, and they don't understand.
Yeah.
You out here, you play video games that I feel like nobody else would play. So if you could
Yeah.
just muster the brain power to pop these games,
Just lock in.
pop any game, basically.
Yeah. And it's like I don't be trying. It's just like it's just easy to catch on. Like we should play a couple games here, but there's a game called Incoherent, which is you know what it is?
I've heard the name before, but explain the rules so I could
It's like
understand.
they give you gibberish and you gotta try and say what it means in like pop culture or like in a dirty way or like in a pop culture party and like naughty. They would have like BHEEPON
Oh, I've played this before,
and
actually.
the word would be like beer pong. But like in my
I
head,
actually recently.
yeah, in my head, it's like I see it and I just say it once and I know what it's supposed to be. So I'd be getting cards after cards after cards, and they're like, "You out." And I was like, "Okay," because I know, I like, okay,
Damn.
yeah, it's a fun game.
Well, remember that show that this is unrelated to this. I kind of move into the next topic a little
Okay,
bit.
okay,
Um, remember that show that I wanted to watch or movie, Cocaine Bear?
yeah,
I haven't watched it yet.
okay.
I meant to watch it with the wife, but I don't know if that ever gonna happen because she hate watching movies.
Um,
And also, it's supposed to be like a scary movie, but it's like a scary drama. I mean, scary comedy.
Comedy, yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what the genre called. A comedy.
yeah.
Nah, that's all right. But anyway, I found an article today.
Yeah.
A wild cat was found in Cincinnati with cocaine in its system. No, it's not a movie. That's what the title is.
Oh damn.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, yo, like literally just thinking about this movie, and this is the first article I see as I
Algorithm,
scroll.
baby.
So, and the first sentence, you probably heard of Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
The box office hit about a black bear's drug-fueled feeding frenzy. But have you heard of Cocaine Cat? The phrase started trending on Twitter on Thursday. Like the movie is based on a true story, only this one is about a wild cat that was captured in Cincinnati and turned out to have cocaine in its system. Unlike the movie, this story isn't set in the 1980s. It happened earlier this year. It was only made public recently for legal reasons, explained Ray Anderson with Cincinnati Animal Care Shelter. Coming on the heels of the Cocaine Bear movie, we're not surprised it has gone viral, he told NPR via email. The protagonist of this particular tale is a serval named Amory. Serval is a kind of a cat. Looks pretty cute. I'm not gonna read the whole article, but I just thought it was pretty funny and kind of coincidental that this popped up. So I just wanted to share that one.
I have bad news.
Oh no, what happened?
So, for those of you who don't know who's everybody, we had some trouble with some technical stuff moving forward. And every time you talk, there's a heap of static coming through. But we're already deep in this episode, so we're just gonna finish. Don't make a face. Just firm it. Just firm it.
Trying not to make a face. They tell me not to make a face, and they're making me make a face.
It's like what's missing? Don't look, huh? Bro, you dead.
That's me. Like, look at that girl over there. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Jeez.
Like all college, like, bro, just don't look, huh? Like,
Dude, I had like a ventriloquist voice. I would be saying stuff, and
yeah,
people would never hear me. Like,
yes, that's
maybe
that's
just
so
ignore
true.
me. I don't know.
Yeah, one of these years we gotta talk about our college days in some detail when we have the means to. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah.
So you done?
I have like a lot more articles. Let me just tell you another one.
Yeah.
This one's supposed to be kind of funny. So, two inmates in a Virginia jail use primitively made tools to create a hole in the wall of their cell and escape,
Okay.
only to be found hours later at
Oh.
an IHOP restaurant nearby.
No, they're not getting ice. Wait, they're not getting pancakes.
They went to IHOP.
You know why? The classic trope of like prisoners getting out and the first thing they want is a cheeseburger. Oh my goodness.
They were like, "Yo, we gotta get something to eat, man." Instead of eating the brew or whatever it was.
I have to get like dead by cop or something. I can't go back to tell people like I caught an IHOP. Nah, that's it for me.
Yeah, they're not gonna be lined up to make you drop that soap. Like, how dare you go to IHOP?
Oh my gosh. You must hop on this. Never mind.
Pretty much, you know, hop on this guy.
Oh golly. Oh, What else? Yeah, it wasn't funny. It was like roll my eyes. Like come on, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Florida man
Here we
charged
go,
after allegedly slapping a woman's face with a pizza slice.
bro.
Yo, what be going on in Florida?
I don't know. I don't go outside, so I just stay inside where it's safe for the most part. But actually being here, at least in my small city, which is not really that small, I don't really get much like Florida stuff happening here. At least I haven't looked in my city. So it's probably like somewhere like Orlando or Tampa or something else like that where this stuff happens.
Definitely Orlando or Tampa.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, last.
what article say where it was?
This one was in Marion County, Florida.
I don't know where that is.
Okay, Florida man was arrested Friday after allegedly slapping a woman in the face with a slice of pizza during an argument, authorities said. Deputies responded after receiving a 911 hang-up call for a possible domestic disturbance. The Marion County Sheriff Office said in an arrest affidavit. So I don't know where that is either. Nobody cares about Florida. Let's move on. Except for you guys who are from Florida watching this podcast. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribe. But your cities, I mean, your state sucks. Anyway, last one. So she left her 2007 iPhone in its box for over a decade. It just sold for 63,000.
2007 was like the first year, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean it's vintage.
Yeah, and she left it in a box. So I mean, that thing like brand spanking.
BNRFB. Remember that?
I don't know.
It's from I think it's Dexter's Laboratory, where they had like what the name of the stupid hero? Yeah, the hero in the show that he always look up to, and then he brought it to school and like DNRFB. Do not remove from box.
Crimson Chin.
That's fairly odd parents.
Oh, whoops.
Like I have lots of stuff that I collectibles that I just never open because you never know what I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Even
got
though I
stuff.
just tossed it on the floor like it mean nothing, but you never
Yeah,
know.
just it.
This valuable thing here, yeah, whatever.
You just like the people who like had the crypto on some kind of thing, and they just like
The
forget the
hard
past,
drive? Oh, never. No.
bruh.
Actually, I was watching a show. It's called Will Trent on Hulu. It's a really nice show. My wife says it's like Monk and House put together, but I don't see
Oh,
any. Yeah, I don't see the House part. I see the Monk part, but not the House part. He's not as sarcastic as House,
yeah, yeah,
but he's really good at what he does. But he had
yeah,
a scene where there's a group of guys in the police station and they're like, our boss just died, so we screwed because he had all their Bitcoin on a hard drive. And since he dead, the key's dead, so they can't get paid.
yeah. That sucks.
You know.
Well, let's just hope the market crashes and then you didn't lose anything.
It's a show, bro.
And, you know what I mean? They have hope. They
Yeah,
have
yeah.
hope that at the end of the day they didn't lose anything.
Mm-mm. Okay.
Damn. I had more articles, but I think that's a good one to end on.
All right. I have a third for you. I made you choose a number between 1 and 3. You chose 1, so here we go.
And number one. Duh.
What's the most obvious hint a girl's interested in you, but you missed all the signs?
Oh boy.
It gets pretty good, pretty funny in here.
This reminded me of Victoria.
Mm. Just again, for the second time of this show's history, you drop in the name.
It don't matter. Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Okay.
Nobody watching our podcast anyway. We're good.
You
Uh,
can't say that. We're not allowed to talk that anymore. So before I start this thread, which is weird, I started reading a self help book. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. So it's like day one and day two was hard because it's like you need to list the beliefs that you had in the past that are keeping you back now. It's like a Venn diagram. So the beliefs you had in the past that are keeping you back now. In the middle is like the beliefs that you used to have that you want to bring back. And then the last one is the beliefs that you want to instill in your life now moving forward. And it was like hard. I'm like, I don't think like that on a regular basis. So it's hard for me to think about what I believe, even with myself, because I don't really think about myself on a personal level. I think about everybody else around me. So I had to literally Google common, you know, ill beliefs. And I was like, oh yeah, that's me, that's me. And then after I found like three, it started getting a ball rolling. I'm like, oh yeah, I have this, 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 and this. So I got day one and day two done. I'm on day three. Day three was like a bunch of hearts, and they said, write everything that you love in your life, from your beliefs to your job to your family and stuff like that. You're in there. So that was day three. So from now on, I'm gonna try to be more positive and let things go more, because I really do want to get back into like creating content and just feeling better about myself in general.
Bye. I could support that. I could be positive.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right, for all of y'all watching, scratch that name. Let's
yeah.
use a fake name, Victorio.
Alright. What was the most obvious hint a girl was interested in you, but you missed all the signs? I
Okay. Oh
okay.
my god.
Uh, I was invited to her apartment to study on a Saturday night. After a little, she closed her door. We were on her bed, and we studied a little bit more until I left.
Hey, that would have been me. Matter of fact, that might be me in the present.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I don't be thinking about like that
Yeah.
immediately.
Hmm.
Unless you like really drop in good hints. I just thinking like we just cool. Like I'm not thinking nothing like that.
Yeah. And I feel like the people here are not. It's not like a mutual thing, but like the common theme is that guys are always thinking like that. So
Yeah.
for them to miss a sign, it's like wow.
Yeah. And two, nowadays with like rape culture and stuff, like
Yeah,
nobody wants to be accused of anything. So
yeah,
unless you like make it super obvious, and even then still it might still go unnoticed because I don't want to like get in trouble, like that kind of thing.
yeah. My now wife gives me shit about this all the time, so it's safe to share here. Back when we were dating, it was a cold winter's night, and she texted me that she was cold. If there was anything that I could do to warm her up. I offered to plastic seal her windows. Yeah, I totally missed that pitch.
See, that's me.
But
That's me right
logical, logical.
there. It's cold in here. Well, turn on the heat. It's set to 68.
What are you doing? Why are you cold?
You ain't even bothering. You ain't trying.
You're not trying to be warm at all. That's not my job.
Shoot, space heater is off. Like, what's going on? But yo, what's a sign you've missed though? Have you ever missed a sign?
Nah, I've always
Mm,
been on tens.
mm. All right. For me too, next thing too, like because I'm like sort of like flirtatious.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, people, I would just flirt with people, and I didn't really think anything of it. Like for a long time, Victorio, I just looked at her as a friend.
Yeah.
I didn't like realize that we liked each other. I liked her, obviously. For a long time, we were just flirt, and I just thought we were just friends.
Yeah.
Or I thought that she was like not looking at me like that.
Hmm.
Missing all the signs, apparently.
So I never miss signs, but I always get because I'm very forward. I'm forward, but like in a playful way, right? So obviously I'm interested. But then it's I was like 2, 3 years later, the girls are like, I actually liked you back in the day. No, you didn't. Shut up. First of all, shut up because I was pressing and you were saying no. Don't tell me you like me. But
Yeah, I
what's
hate that.
what's the name? Okay, one of the twins. Remember the one twin?
Dude,
I
I don't remember nobody. Dude, I
from
don't remember nothing in the
you
past.
went to school with the twin. They have glasses. You went to high school with them. They came to college with us. They were staying in a dorm.
Okay, okay. I know you're
Yes,
talking
yes, yes, yes. So the freakier one invited me to her room, and I feel like I'm gonna take your V card. I'm like, no, you're not, because back then I was just scared of anything to do with sex at all. I'm like, and you pregnant? I want to catch nothing. No, 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 no. She's like, let's do this. I'm like, I gotta go, and I just left.
about. You should have, man.
I know,
But
thinking back, I should have, but yeah.
I think she was kind of skinny, so that would have been a twig like snapping like this.
And my first time, no, I couldn't have been awakened to that. Not at
Yeah, for
all.
real, for real. Well, hey, kudos to not to those of you who don't miss the signs, and to those of you who do miss the signs, it's okay. Eventually, if she really is interested in you,
Yeah,
she'll keep the signs until you catch it.
yeah. Hopefully, the rest of these are not you.
Oh,
I
let's
ran
hear.
into a girl who I knew a little through some friends. We were talking, and she randomly asked if I went to play one-on-one basketball with her that afternoon. I had nothing else to do, so I said yes. We walked to her place to pick up a ball and for her to get changed. In her room, she handed me the basketball, then started undressing. I excused myself outside the door while she changed. She then held a conversation with me, all while she got dressed in my line of sight. Then she asked, "So do you want to go or?" And oblivious me said, "Yeah, sure, let's shoot some hoops." In hindsight, there's a lot of one-sided flirting on the court, and afterwards she again invited me to her place to cool down, but I declined as I was sweaty and went home to shower.
Okay. No, 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 no. You are oblivious.
I could, old me could never see that.
Nah, nah. No version of me would have ever passed that. That was too obvious. What
She'd be like, "You want to go?" I'm like, "Nah."
exactly? I'd be like, nah,
Let's just
come
chill.
on. Are you serious?
In no way.
But I will say
Ah,
this. I like that kind of way. Like, I was having a conversation with a friend recently about like girls who are like blatantly telling you something versus girls who are more subtle. And I feel like that's a good example of like a woman being subtle to like get
yeah,
you to move.
yeah. I
That's a
don't know.
good
I
example.
don't know why they. I mean, I guess it's just society, but like, I feel like they should make moves more, like be more aggressive, be more assertive. I like that, especially in times like this. Well, like in this scenario, like he obviously just want to play basketball. He just want to chill. But like, if you know you want him, just make the move. Just say something.
Yeah. Different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm the opposite end of you. Like you like it to be like you want it to be like telling you like what time it is. And
I
I
mean, yeah, a mix of
prefer
both.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
I love to chase, but I don't always want to chase.
Vibe. Yeah.
Looked up at me while clinging to my arm and stated, "I could definitely see myself dating as someone like you." My brain was like, "Neat. Maybe one day I'll find a girl who wants to go out with me after all."
Wow. He friend zoned her hard.
In his head, he is it alone. Luckily,
Nah, she in the friend zone. If you thinking that while holding somebody in your arms, you definitely friend zone them.
oh man, he's like, "Yeah, ooh." So I am interested. Okay.
Damn.
Oh man,
I just imagine her getting her a noogie after that. Like, damn.
this one. We had been hanging out for a bit, and she was talking about how nice her tits were. She then follows it with, "Maybe I should just show them to you." Oh no, you don't need to do that. Luckily, she really liked me. I kept the press on for a few more weeks. Haha, we got married a few years later.
Wow. Again. Why, dude? No, I'm good.
He's like, "I'll pass."
Why show them to me? I good. Damn.
You gotta prove yourself to me. Okay, my time to shine. I was in college in the early 90s and sitting in my dorm room alone. I was high as hell. The hot girl down the hall that I crushed on and spoke to occasionally came to my room and asked if I would watch her dance routine that was for a final for a dance class. I was like, sure. I went to her room. The room was dark except for some red lighting. I sat on the couch and she put on Enigma. This is a very clear sign that I missed completely. She began her dance. She was in a unitard and I was totally hot for this girl. She did what I would now consider a personal lap dance for me. I was petrified with lust over the whole thing. When the song was over, she came over to me, about 2 inches from my face, sexy smiling, and said, how was that? I looked at her and said, that was really cool. You'll do great. And I left. I left. I walked back to my room and left.
Oh wow.
Old me could never.
Oh wow. I'm lost for words. I don't have nothing for that one. That was wow.
That's, I feel like that's kind of blatant, right?
But to be fair, he was high. So maybe his brain wasn't like,
Mm-hmm.
see, guys, that's why you shouldn't do drugs. He was high, he missed opportunity. Look at that.
Good. That's good. Okay. I was just divorced and getting used to dating again. My game was very off as I hadn't dated in over a decade. After like my second or third after the divorce, she texted me, I just played with myself the whole drive home thinking of you. My response? Sounds like fun. Good night. We did not go on another date.
Wait.
No way. Ain't no way.
Wow. Yo, he wild for that one.
Your game can't be that off, bro.
Oh, he wild for that.
Ugh.
Wow. That's the Sigma male energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, man.
man.
I was in a Starbucks in Argentina, and the girl taking my order asked my name to write on the cup. Didn't understand what I said, and when I picked up the cup, it said Diego, which isn't my name. Later that night, I was chatting with a cute 20 something girl in the bar, and I retold the story. And she looked at me with sultry eyes, her top slightly undone, and said something like, what would Diego do with me tonight that you wouldn't? It caught me completely off guard, and I said something stupid in return. It was like being in the final minutes of the Super Bowl, being tossed a game winning ball, only to fumble in the end zone on live TV. Somebody said, the fuck should I know? I just told you I'm not Diego.
Facts.
Why are you asking dumb questions?
Yeah. Who's the ego?
Oh, man.
That reminded me of a episode of The Office. I'm gonna see if I can find it while you talking.
Back in '84, I was working at this cool department store, and this was this shy girl I chat up with. Wait, what? Back in '84, I was working at this cool department store, and this was this shy girl I chat it up with. I talked to anyone. There was no big deal on my end. I was also a movie nut, so I'd say, "Hey, have you seen this movie?" And she gave me an exasperated look and say, "No, no, I haven't. I need someone to go with." And I'd be like, "Ah, well, it's a good one. We've been married for 33 years.
Wow.
At least you catch on eventually."
Eventually.
Oh,
Kudos to
man.
people who do catch on eventually, because for all we
Yeah,
know, in a different timeline, they never got married.
yeah. We can skip that one and that one. Mm, no. He literally followed me to my car every day for weeks. I just thought the front desk lady was nice. Was down on myself from a recent divorce and started a new job, and didn't think of her being nice to me as anything more than that.
Indeed.
In college, I was hanging out at a girl's house. Just her and me and the dog. I was petting the dog on the couch. She said, I need to take a shower. I said, okay, I'll just keep petting the dog. She said, you can come in the bathroom so we can continue our conversation. I said, I think I remember where we're at and kept petting the dog. Wait, wait, wait.
I think.
Wait. Two, different time at her house. She kept telling me about how all her exes said that she gave the best BJs. I said, that's neat. She asked if I wanted to see. I told her I'd take her word for it.
Oh no, he definitely friend zoned her.
I, I don't know, man. That's
Friend zoned her
crazy.
hard. He's like, I remember where we at. I bookmarked it. Go take your shower. Me and
Yeah,
the dog.
it's okay. I know what we're doing.
Yeah. Damn.
I had a good one. Oh, when this girl was filleting and popsicle while locking eyes with me, I just thought she was being hilarious. I was a moron.
Be hilarious. Like, ha ha ha! Wow, you could deep throat, ha ha. Come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah,
Weird.
a great one.
I try and find this stupid joke. So the saying is, I can't find it,
Yeah.
or I can, but it'll take too long.
Hmm.
Michael Scott was like, this was like if Michael Phelps. Wait, Michael Phelps is a swimmer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's like, it's like if Michael Phelps came out of retirement, jumped into the pool, belly flopped, and drowned.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a saying.
That's so true. I think that's the end of it, though.
Man, those are some crazy ones, dude. I
Very
think it's kind
crazy.
of interesting to hear like guys friend zoning girls because you normally hear girls friend zoning guys,
Yeah.
but yeah, these dudes, wow.
This one is like, I have many of these. Got what I did not realize was a booty call. Friend of a friend type deal. We'd only ever hung out at events where our peer groups happened to meet up. Honestly, didn't even know she had my number. She calls me late one night and says she got a paper due the next morning and her laptop just died. Wanted to know if I could come over and help. I'm thinking poor girl must have gone through everyone else before calling me and head over. I get there and she's in boy shorts and a wife beat. Pinning that. I'm thinking this must be what she lounges in. Sit down the laptop and promptly discover a virus. She was not expecting this. Take me a good hour to fix everything. I thanked her for the opportunity. It was a new virus, so it was interesting. I was also embarrassed it took me so long and bounced. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yo.
as a fellow nerd,
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like feel the vibe. Like I had so much fun trying to figure out this virus. Like that sounds cool, but at the same time, I don't know if she was giving enough signals though. Like just because she's in clothes don't mean nothing.
Exactly. Okay, this is the last one. I, 21 at the time, was going out with three of my friends. Wasn't feeling the vibe in the club, but I stayed since I had to stay the night at one of their houses. Drink in my hand, lazy two step into the beat. You know how it goes. Out of nowhere, this girl comes up to me. I lower myself to be able to hear her. She was quite a bit smaller than me. Say a number between 1 and 5. She shouts in my ear. I was confused but went with it. She gave me a countdown and we both say 3. She looks me in the eye and takes my drink out of my hand. While looking over her shoulder, she walks away towards the crowd. I didn't understand what just happened and couldn't be bothered at the time to go after her and find out. To this day, I still don't know if she just wanted to steal my drink or if I was meant to follow her for other reasons.
You wild, sir. You are wild.
I lost a whole drink.
I guess that's haram. You think she was looking over her shoulder to like taunt you? Like, why?
The little imp just took the drink and gone.
That's hilarious, dude.
Oh man. Well, that's been the show. Robert Roundtable Talks. You know how it goes. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah,
You
leave
know,
a comment about any experience that you've had where you feel like you dropped the ball or you missed the opportunity
sure,
when
for
it comes
sure.
to opposite sex or same sex if that's what you're into.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you guys later. Uh, Patreon's there if you want to join. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff being added there eventually. Um, yeah, we're gonna eventually have time to play some games or do something crazy over there. Probably do
Yeah.
the drinking game.
Twerk.
Well, Mina doesn't drink anymore, so we'll see how we could do the drinking game.
I gonna drink just for the drinking game, but I
Oh,
ain't going to. Yo, I have a story to say on the Patreon
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah,
time I went drinking. It was
yeah.
never
Yeah.
again.
Well, we'll see you guys over there. Peace.
All right, peace.